Now, let's talk about the Heisman Trophy race, which is mentioned. Not so much a race as much as a coronation. The odds for Bryce Young to win, jumping significantly after that dismantling of Georgia in the SEC title game. Barrett, I mean, it's going to take something historic here for Bryce Young not to win the Heisman, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Like, we can't reveal our Heisman votes because the Heisman Trust will hunt all three of us down and put us somewhere where they'll never find us again. But it's going to be Bryce Young. I don't think there's any doubt about that. What he did against Georgia, that was his Heisman moment. Look, you sliced and diced a Georgia defense to the tune of the SEC championship game record in passing yards and total offense. So there's no doubt it's going to be Bryce Young. I do think it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Aiden Hutchinson because he led Michigan, obviously, to the playoff, one of the key cogs in that, and then the world got to see another glimpse of Will Anderson, who leads the entire nation by like 11 tackles for loss, it seems, at this point. So I think it'll be interesting to see how the voters treat the defensive players. Do they only put one on their ballot? Do they put two on their ballot, knowing that Bryce Young's probably going to win it? So I think it's Bryce Young's to lose, there's no doubt. In fact, I'm surprised those odds are where they are because they probably should be a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, I can talk about my ballot because I don't have a ballot. I gave it up so I can talk about it. I think it's ridiculous that you voters can't even have free speech. So, yeah, Bryce Young, Bryce Young, Bryce Young. A lot of history here with Alabama, if it happens, and it will happen, winning 4 Heismans in 13 years. I did the research last night. The only other school coming close to that, and they did surpass it, was Notre Dame winning 5 Heismans from 1943 to 1956. And consider this, guys. Alabama, in its illustrious history, had not won a Heisman since Mark Ingram in 2009. Obviously, since then, 4 of them. Bryce Young, I think, has already solidified himself, at least a single season, one of the greatest single seasons by a quarterback in Alabama history, and that's saying a lot lately. He doesn't create things with his feet to run, or no designed runs for Bryce Young, but it's the mobility, I think, that makes him special. You saw it early on in the Miami game where he created space for himself, and he was great in that game. I think he had 4 touchdown passes in that opener, and it's just gone on from there. I think it's, again, they're going to win this national championship. It's going to be a pitch and catch with Jamison Williams, and that's going to be it.
Yeah, I don't even know why this is on the board. I mean, really, there should be odds for who's going to be second. This is Bryce Young Award. And it's really interesting because it went from who's going to be the Heisman 2 days ago to it's going to be maybe the biggest landslide ever. It is that obvious, though, when you put on the tape from week 1 against Miami all the way to the SEC championship game. I have not seen a quarterback make it look as easy and as cool and as composed since Aaron Rodgers. That's why I think that's the style of play that I see from him. The flick of the wrist, the off-balance throws, manipulating things, using his eyes, and his pulse never looks like it's above 65 while he's doing all these things. It is his award. I do think it's a travesty if Kenny Pickett does not come in second place. It is only because he plays in the ACC and not another, in the Big Ten or the SEC. He should be second because if you take any of these other players off their team, there's not that much of a difference. If you take Kenny Pickett off of Pitt, they're probably a 7-win team. Instead, they win their first ACC championship game, their first 10-win season in 40 years. What he has done has been sensational at Pitt. So I hope he comes in second, gets some recognition, but it's Bryce Young's award. Yeah,
Bryce Young came into the month at minus 220 to win the Heisman as the favorite. And as you saw, that has since ballooned to minus 4,000. The Heisman will be awarded next Saturday. Our thanks to Danny Kannell, Barrett Sallee, and Dennis Dodd. Thanks for toughing it out, man. Thanks for toughing it out. We don't even have an umbrella for Dennis. It's pouring rain. Dennis, thanks for sticking around there. For more on the college football playoff and all the bowl games, the bowl season has begun. Be sure to check out the Cover 3 podcast with Chip Patterson and Tom Fornelli. Tom going to be eating some humble pie this week while Chip crows about that big Bama win. You'll want to tune in for all of that. Download and follow the Cover 3 wherever you get your podcast on.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.